happy.
I loved it.
I was like, whoa, this is so big and so awesome.
How the heck do they do it? How the heck do they do it? What they gonna think of next? They got electric lights, keep them on all night. It's the age of invention, let the whole world see. How the heck do they do it? How the heck do they do it? What they gonna think of next? Oh, what will they think of next?
Kitty Hawk the Production is the second phase of our Learning Through the Arts program, which for us here at the Arts Center, we're targeting all 26,000 seventh graders to make sure that they're also inspired by the journey of the Wright brothers, that they too can one day change the world, just like Orville and Wilbur Wright changed our world with the discovery of flight.
Thomas Edison could have used some medicine to help him fall asleep, but he stayed up later.
He's an innovator.
Turn the light bulb on for history.
Kitty Hawk is produced with a big collaborative effort here in our community.
This guy turns to. It's a long process. It starts with talking to the director and analyzing the script. And once we started that, I probably locked myself in my basement workshop for about 80 hours. Sketching, taking foam core and building little models, and then another 60 hours of turning that into three-dimensional drawings. And then we turn it over to a scene shop that spent a month and a half to build this scenery, so it's a lot of man hours.
We have a terrific cast.
What on earth would they want to come to Kitty Hawk for? They got some flying machine they want to test out.
They're learning their lines, they're learning their blocking, or like where they stand and how they move. They're learning all the objects that they have to interact with. And they're learning actually what to sing, what they have to play on their instrument. There's 30 different instruments being played in the show by these 8 people.
So write this down. I hope you have a pen.
We're just slamming all the pieces together and seeing what we have. We'll throw the lights on them and the sound cues, and all of that stuff then starts to come together into the same room to make one performance that we hope feels like, oh my gosh, how did they slam so much theater into an hour?
First thing they can expect is high energy, fun. Within Kitty Hawk, I am taking on the role of Wilbur Wright, which is the older Wright brother. I was like, okay, let me make sure, because I don't think I look like Wilbur at all.
Seeing people on stage, and this particular cast, that it was a completely colorblind casting. I mean, I, in another circumstance, would probably never be able to play Catherine Wright. That's really the message for all of the kids. You can be whoever you want to be.
Kitty Hawk is not just a musical here on the Night Concert Hall stage. It's also in the classrooms throughout Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
This is a control. So we're going to have to change which direction it flies. Remember the direction of flight.
It's the Arts Center's first STEAM initiative, which means that this is where the arts, the A, is put into STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. We are grabbing these students at a time when they're very impressionable, where they're deciding for themselves what they want to do with their future.
In the Kitty Hawk program, I actually learned something that I didn't know before, that airplanes contain hydraulics, which move the flaps on the wings.
I loved being able to work with the mechanism of the actual drone, like connecting wires.
We learned about drag, lift, air resistance, and gravity.
It's something that you wouldn't really regularly get from a school.
I did learn a lot, and it did turn out to be awesome. I just loved it. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
That's it. This is a great way to get more kids that are just not in my classes involved. They built something, and they flew it, and it did something.
Absolutely confirm it. It has been a great success. When you see for some of the kids, they have never really been exposed to building airplanes, even if they're paper models. So it has really opened their minds to our industry.
I saw all the experiments they were doing here, the drone designs, and the field trips we've been on so far to Boeing and Opa-locka Airport.
Boeing wanted to invest in STEM or STEAM because it has all the disciplines that Boeing uses in development of the future leaders, the future engineers, the future pilots, future mechanics.
It is our hope that in the coming years we can expand this program to include the 9th grade class so that students in Miami-Dade County Public Schools can come to the Arts Center at least 3 times in their academic career.
How the heck will you do it? And what you gonna think of next?
Thank you very much.